Hello and welcome back. And in this video, we're going to continue to build this speech recognizer. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start by creating a final class here. And this class is going to be called speech recognizer. Let's go ahead and conform to observable object protocol. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to create an enum, which is going to basically have the cases for different kind of error scenarios during the recognition that we can face or our app is going to face. So we're going to have an enum called recognizer error. This is going to conform to the error protocol. And we're going to have a few cases. First one is going to be nil recognizer. Then we're going to have another case for not authorized to recognize. Okay, and we can basically have another one for not permitted. So this is basically for not permitted to record. Okay, and one more case that we're going to have is basically going to be where recognizer is not available. Recognizer is unavailable. Okay, so these are the error cases that we're going to handle. Now we're going to have basically a local variable called message within this enum, which is going to describe each of the error, what it means. So we're going to have a message. This is going to return a string type, and we're going to switch on self, essentially handling each case. So nil recognizer, we would like to return basically just something that describes, like, what happened here. So if we can't initialize the speech recognizer, we'll actually return this. So speech recognizer. Okay, so we're going to return this error message. Second one is not authorized to recognize. In this case, we are going to return a message not authorized to recognize speech. Okay, and not permitted to record is going to return not permitted to record audio. And then our last case, which is recognizer is unavailable, we're gonna return recognizer is not available. There we go. Okay, so these are going to be the enum error cases that we're gonna handle. Okay, and this enum we're gonna use within our class when we are initializing our speech recognition. Okay, now next thing that we want to do apart from this enum is, like, we want to create a published property for the transcript, and this is basically going to be the transcript that is returned to us by the speech engine, essentially, like, all the transcription that it could understand, and it could parse out into the text. Okay, so this is going to be at published var transcript, and it's going to be a string initialized with an empty string. Okay, and let's go ahead and also create some variables that we're going to need. So we're going to start with a variable to hold the audio engine. And this is going to be AV audio engine. Okay, and it's going to be optional. And then we're going to have basically another variable called request. This is going to be of type SF speech audio buffer recognition request. Okay, and it's a mouthful. Okay, this is going to be another optional variable. Then we're going to have another private variable called task, and this is going to be SF speech recognition task. And the last one is going to be private var recognizer itself of type SF speech recognizer, another optional variable. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna basically create our initializer, and this initializer is going to be initializing some of these things. So we'll start with the recognizer first. We're gonna start with the initialization of SF speech recognizer. Then we're gonna create a task block, and this task block is going to run on the background thread. So let's go ahead and set up the priority for this as the background. Okay, and the operation that's going to take place within this is going to basically be identifying if the recognizer is available, because if the recognizer has all the correct permissions, then we will be able to basically proceed from here on out. Okay, so we're going to simply have a do try catch block. So do catch, and here we're gonna basically just speak the error, whatever error has been thrown. Okay, so if there's an error, we're gonna basically just put that error inside the transcript, and transcript is gonna basically print out the error case. Okay, so we're just gonna call this speak error. Or actually, you can say recognition error. Okay, and this is going to be basically a function, and this function is going to take the error type. So let's go ahead and create this function. Actually, make it easy. I'll make it easy for us to call. So we're going to create a private func recognize error, taking the error type. And we are simply going to have a variable for error message, and if let error is equal to error as recognizer error, the type that we have created. Okay, and in that case, if we can actually parse it out, then we're gonna say whatever the error message is, extract it out from the error.message and populate this variable. Otherwise, take the error message and append error dot localized description. Any error that's outside of this enum that we have created, they're going to be basically caught in this. Okay, and we're going to take our transcript and populate it with the error message. Okay, so we're going to simply have the error message printed out here, error message. There we go. Okay, so now we can basically call this whenever there is an error. You can simply say recognize recognition error. Okay, and we're gonna pass the error in this. All right, so this is our catch block. Now on the do block, first we're gonna basically guard with the recognizer. If it's not equal to nil, then proceed. Otherwise, throw recognizer error dot nil recognizer. Okay, if we have passed through this guard statement, then we're gonna guard await on SF speech recognizer dot has authorization to recognize. Okay, if this can be passed, then we're gonna proceed. Otherwise, we're gonna throw an error, and this is gonna be the recognizer error dot not authorized to recognize. Okay, so this is basically going to be the recognition that this is going to be the error that we're going to throw. Okay, now if we have passed this guard statement as well, then we're going to guard await on AV audio session dot shared instance. So we want to make sure we can actually initialize the shared session, and we're gonna check if it has permission to record. If it doesn't, then we want to throw the error recognizer error dot not permitted to record. Okay, so these are like, basically the scenarios that we are going to be handling. Now this is our initializer. Let's go ahead and create our deinitializer as well. So whenever the class is deinitialized, we actually can cancel out some of the things. Okay, so we're going to call a function here called reset, which is going to reset the speech recognizer's state. So first one is going to be, we're going to take our task and we're going to cancel. We're going to make sure that audio engine is stopped and audio engine is set as nil. Okay, request is set as nil and task itself is also set as nil. Okay, so we have like, task that's currently ongoing task. We actually cancel that. We stop the audio engine. We set the audio engine to nil, request and task as well to nil. Okay, so this is basically gonna set us up for the reset state, and we're gonna simply call this inside the deinitializer. Okay, now next what we're going to do is we're going to start creating our transcription process. So in the next video, we're going to start working towards a function that will actually help us transcribe the spoken language into text. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.